hate puppies.
It's a good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Really? Mansion? Yeah, so I can like crash at his place. But
They have shuttles in the Urbana and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they take you into Urbana all the time.
dude, that Urbana Oyster Festival's legit.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. I like what you guys are talking about. We'll have to get to that. Hope everybody had a good couple weeks. We took a week off. I don't know if anybody even really noticed that. Well, I'm sure they did.
Now with your editing.
Dude, mad production skills. That was I learned some new stuff having to figure that out. You know, you can fade in and out.
That's pretty nice.
It was pretty cool.
What?
Yeah. I figured out there's a
Did you Google it?
There's a feature. It's called fade out.
Oh.
And it fades it out.
Oh, those are called faders?
Yeah, and then there's fade in. Does one of these. Fade
Oh.
out. Fade out.
Oh, wow.
It's very interesting.
2018. Who would have thought?
I guess I should have thought all along. It's just, yeah, that production's killing it over here. I literally was just fading out the music and turned off the recorder. We were talking for a little bit.
At least you noticed it, because that would have been bad had you not.
No, had I not, and we were like an hour into this, I'm like, hey, guys, go back to when we were fading out the music and just repeat all your jokes. But do them better this time. Now you've had practice. So, man, we took that week off. That was kind of a nice break. Hopefully everybody out there was able to enjoy it. I thought actually the 2 episodes worked out really, really well.
Yeah.
I definitely thought I liked the second episode a little bit better.
We're always better at the end.
That was it was a marathon show though, and we didn't even know we were doing it at the time.
It just happened.
I listened back though to where the edits all occurred, and I was like, we're really good at this podcasting thing.
Yeah.
Now that we've been doing it now we're in year 4.
It's like when Wilt went for 100. He didn't know. He just was in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of a sudden he's
I'm
like,
just balling. That's all I'm doing.
Exactly, yeah.
and that's what we were doing. We were just balling out, man.
That's right.
It was it's pretty sweet. Did you guys do anything good with that extra week off?
I don't think so.
I did have an extra long scout meeting that Monday, so that worked out.
That worked out.
Yeah.
Then we would have been sitting here like, damn.
Yeah.
Did you badge up?
We crossed the Weeblos over to Boy Scouts.
Oh, yeah. I saw some video of a mutual friend of that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's right. Yeah.
Was that cool? How was
it's
that?
pretty cool. It's,
That's a big deal.
It's cool because then when you do it, I had like a couple kindergartners come up to me and they're like, I'm going to do that when I get older. And you're like, that's awesome.
Got them hooked?
Yeah, exactly.
Then
Hear ye, hear ye. Stuff like that.
Did you then tell them that this is step 1, Marines are the next step?
Yeah, exactly.
See you at Paris Island, nerds.
Right.
They got to get rid of that neckerchief.
Yeah.
I mean,
neckerchief's all right. We
I
do
think-
have
I
the
think
girl
the
thing
uniform's
coming
cool,
up,
but the neckerchief is just
Hold on,
awkward to me.
what's the girl thing?
Girls are
Girls
coming.
are coming in. We have to make a decision as to how we're going to integrate them.
Don't.
Actually,
Hold on. Boy Scouts now have to let
Cub
girls
Scouts, I'm not sure. Boy Scouts are harder because they're older, obviously. Cub Scouts are a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I can speak for Cub Scouts. Cub Scouts, I've been told that I have to make a decision as to whether we're going. We have 3 choices. We can integrate. We can not tell them to pound sand. We can.
And at your level, you can make that decision?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We can bring them in with us, but they have to be in separate rooms and separate groups, so they can't be together. Or choice 3 is make them kind of like a sister pack that meets somewhere else, just carries our charter.
I feel like, and I'm not involved in the Cub Scouts, but my kids play youth sports and do these sort of things, and they're all integrated. Like my youngest son's doing gymnastics. He's the only boy. My other son plays baseball, but there's girls that play baseball at his level. Like, I feel like at the Cub Scout level, it probably shouldn't be a problem. Now, maybe when you get to teenage boys, maybe we check ourselves because the 3 of us, we were teenage boys.
Yeah. It's definitely, like I said, it's harder for Boy Scouts because they're older. Cub Scouts should be a lot easier. And I think it's a simple call for Cub Scouts just because I've seen it. Like the old Cub Master, I never met his wife and his daughter because they had to fucking stay home and do something else because they had to come in here and do this. You know what I mean? Now, that doesn't mean they couldn't come, but it just was weird. So there's many split families that this would bring them together. And a lot of it's about the curriculum, whereas Girl Scouts just suck, and many people will tell you that. And
they're just slinging cookies.
Yeah, they lean on those cookies, but their curriculum's like they don't have a lot of structure. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of girls that want to learn the cool stuff that the Boy Scouts learn. You know what I mean? So it's really about a way to hand the curriculum to girls. But they, like I said, you probably didn't know that. I can tell them to pound sand that they have to be separate. They still have to be in. If they have separate den leaders, separate
twice
rooms.
the work, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
It's not really twice the work because you have to have a new parent volunteer to lead them. Like,
yeah, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like Cub Scouts could benefit from having greater numbers.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
But then when they get up, they got to go to Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, I'm guessing. I mean, the names screw it up a little bit.
No, but you got to think, too, like, at that Cub Scout, and I don't know the years, but from what I assume the years of the Cub Scouts, kids do a lot of stuff, and they do it for a short period of time. Like, my younger son's done all sorts of stuff. He's done basketball, taekwondo, gymnastics, baseball, soccer. Yeah, like, so let them come in for a year or two, and they'll probably get into girly stuff or phase out, or even if they want to stick with it, they could go to Girl Scouts or something like that.
Are Eagle Scouts only, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a Boy Scout thing.
Yeah, but I just wonder, like, just because the name's
Adventure Scouts, which is co-ed, but that's different than the Eagle Path.
Is your son, like, really enjoying it? Is he? You think he's going to stick with it? Like,
yeah, I think he likes it a lot. He learns a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of times where we've been around things where he knew the answer to something simply because of Scouts, where other people are clueless, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Scouts does. It teaches you all that shit you're not learning in school.
You know, I'll tell you a really cool story. So my wife was leading up the Tigers, and now he's a wolf, right? So he's one up, obviously.
Yeah.
So we had no one to volunteer to lead the Tigers. So she said, "Hey, Jacob, can you come back to the Tigers this year? You're now a wolf. Can you come back and talk?
Be a leader.
Come back and tell them about your experience in Tigers." He rolls up to the front of the class and just gives this 2-minute long speech, like he's been prepping for a week. And even the other Tiger parents were like, "Well, how long did you work?" She's like, "I never told him anything."
Yeah.
And that was because of the prep that, you know, when they speak, we try to teach them how to speak, looking out, projecting their voice, doing things like that. And so it just gets them comfortable. And I'll tell you, you know, Boy Scouts, the ones are squared away. Like, we do these crossovers where, you know, I deal with Cub Scouts all day long. With the Boy Scouts, we cross them over and they run themselves. Like, we are the adult leaders in the Cub Scouts. We run everything.
Yeah.
And Boy Scouts, it's all run by the boys. They're like, "Hey, those two boys just came over to Boy Scouts. I need their email addresses. I need all their parents' contact info." And this is a scout coming up to me telling me this. I'm
self-sufficient.
Like,
That's awesome.
They're like officially balling in future leaders.
It's basically
at a young
the
age.
military for kids. Like, it's a good, like, base to get everybody
it teaches
set off
structure
on.
and how to be a person.
Yeah, with a little bit more of like that polished thing on top.
Yeah. You're saying the military everybody doesn't come out polished?
Yeah. Military is great for discipline, so is the Scouts.
Yeah.
But you get more of this polished, like, I can talk in front of a room. I know how to do, you know, I'm going to create an agenda for a meeting, things like that.
See, those are great things because I never knew that about Scouts.
Yeah.
Like, I never would have thought that. I thought it was all, you know, go get this little badge on, you know, whatever.
That's what Cub Scouts mostly is. Then you get to Boy Scouts, it's really about turning them into productive men.
And you don't meet many that aren't.
No, I mean, not at all.
And you damn sure don't meet an Eagle Scout who's not impressive as hell.
No.
No, that's a different ball game there.
So anyways,
they never even wanted me in Eagle Scouts. They were like, "Nah, you're not very good at."
But there is something to them needing more revenue because this year was the first year we had kindergartners, so they're trying to get more.
Yeah,
they're figuring it out.
Now the girls are coming in. So
I think it's a no-brainer that they should come in.
And then there's a lot of hardcore conservative people in the pack that are like, "Fuck that,"
Yeah.
you know, and I understand.
That's why they're leaving it to the den because that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I fully understand their concern because we're taking away everything from boys. We really are.
We are,
you know? And that's a shame. But at the same time, I see the flip side. I see the validity, and you know,
I would think the numbers wouldn't be there. Honestly, I don't think a lot of moms in general would be like,
my girls would want nothing to do with this concept.
Some parents might not want, like,
but if they had a brother that was in it, they may.
They may, but my girls hate being in Girl Scouts. They're like, "When can we stop
That's
this
hilarious.
shit?" Like, they can't stand it.
But that could be, to my point, though, Girl Scouts suck. That could be that.
They're not learning anything cool. They never come home with like, I learned this, or they never do like the Pinewood Derby. They don't do any of that cool stuff.
Right.
It's like, it's lame.
Well, I was just saying, like,
they sell cookies.
I wonder about
that's the main focus.
I wonder about parents feeling safe sending their girls to a boy-driven, not the boys per se, but the dads. I know your background checked and all that stuff because I volunteer, so I have to go through all the, but it's still a different thing.
Well, at a certain age, it also have to be 1-to-1, so like the parents will have to be there.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. When it goes the other way, you get to high school and you're like, where can I meet girls?
Right.
I've got it.
Yeah.
I'm joining the Girl Scouts.
Exactly.
They head on over. Hey, ladies.
Yeah.
When do we learn how to take off a bra?
I want to learn knitting.
I can't figure this bra thing out. It's freaking me out.
Can we go over this?
Yeah. When is that
Can
class?
this be a badge? A belt loop?
Yeah. When's my bra undoing ribbon or badge?
Right.
I just think I'm all for the inclusion thing. I just think it's not fair when we don't set people up to have to play by the same rules. If you're going to do that, everybody should be playing by the same rules.
Yeah. All right, you brought up a great point. So Jacob just started playing lacrosse. I think I mentioned this. And I heard something. I'm a lacrosse dummy. Never played it. Don't know shit about it. Obviously, I know I can catch the fucking ball and throw it.
Yeah.
I know how it works, but I don't know any rules. So I'm at the field watching him play, and I'm talking to some other dads, and I'm like, what's this for? What can? And then we're just talking about shit. And then we were talking about the girls' lacrosse, and they were like,
Totally different.
Different
no
rules?
pads.
Yeah.
No pads. All they wear is helmets. All they wear is
Eye protection.
And they don't hit each other or
No.
anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm still to this day, I cannot wrap my head around it. What other sports do women play differently?
I would say most of their sports that we play on a more physical level, like basketball.
No, I'm saying where the rules are different. That's really weird, isn't it?
Well, there's certain sports
softball,
that only
right? Like they don't play girls
aside
baseball.
Of that,
field hockey. Like there's no guys field hockey.
Yeah, but any sport where it's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Can you think of where they, other than softball,
No,
where
they changed the name.
Yeah.
Changed the ball, changed the name. So and
it is
tweaked
weird,
the
but
rules.
I think it makes sense because I don't think girls are as aggressive as boys. I know
That's false. That's so false. I mean, I knew growing up playing soccer that it was a rule of thumb that girls were more aggressive.
You think girls want to bang bodies like that?
Guys would
Cross-check and stuff like that?
Girls are.
There's a lot of hitting in
Yes.
lacrosse. I don't know if girls would want to do that as much.
That's what I got to wonder about because lacrosse, as I know it, is pretty damn violent.
Yeah.
I can tell you, girls that play soccer don't fuck around and they lump each other up.
Absolutely,
I believe
they do.
you.
Especially as you get to the better levels.
Yeah.
Like once you come up and you're playing like really competitive soccer, those women aren't playing.
So I guess is it contradictory to the whole "we're all the same" thing? Like I don't understand.
I don't know. We can't
Which
all be
part?
the same.
Just the fact that they changed that rule in lacrosse?
Yeah, because they play it differently.
I mean, I would think that flies in the face of if you're trying to say everybody's equal, it should be the same sport.
I can't. What was the thought process behind this? Like, hey,
I don't know enough
we
about
don't want
the rule
you guys.
difference.
I'm just saying. Okay, they don't fucking run each other over.
They don't truck each other.
Basically, just run around.
So that's
passes
a penalty.
back and forth. Yeah.
But in regular lacrosse,
Yeah.
regular man lacrosse, then you're
They like
allowed to
hit each other with the sticks and
yes.
bang into each other.
You
and
name it. They're basically allowed to do it.
You can like
And
wrestle
that's
for
bullshit.
the ball.
That's my point.
I think that's bullshit.
Why would you?
But
how
it's
does
not
that make
bullshit
sense?
if that's how they want to play it.
Who's they?
But do you really want to play some scaled down version of a sport?
Yes, a lot of people do.
There's not many chicks trying to play football. They're like, I want to play it, but different. They want to play fucking football.
Yeah, they do.
But that number's small.
True.
So if they changed it to regular lacrosse rules, they might not want to play.
Yeah, I would.
That I agree with.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get less people playing, but it doesn't mean you should have changed the rules.
Might be a better game. I don't know. I haven't watched enough of either to know. But like they say that in hockey, Olympic hockey is different because in American hockey, they beat the shit of each other on a regular basis. But Olympic hockey, there's not any of that checking.
Yeah.
There's a lot. It's better skating, better passing. And some people like that more. Now, Americans, we tend to like the dropping gloves and going at it.
So
Right.
Europeans are girls. Is that what
Well,
you're
yeah, I mean,
in a
that's a-
roundabout way? Is
They
that-
lose
That's
wars.
Officially, they are.
There it is. So that's
Dude,
we got to.
I mean, we bring that up and we joke, but I'm on a lot of Facebook groups with a lot of Europeans and people from other parts of the world, and we get in these debates a lot. And it's not, obviously, they're not, but they do have a weird, different mentality.
They certainly
have
do.
a very odd, just passiveness about them that I don't know which ones. I don't know if we're just the cowboy assholes.
No, that's it. We're the aggressors.
I know that in a way we are. But
everything we do, our clothes are louder, our voices are louder.
Like for example, there's a video of in London. There's like a riot going on, and it's basically, the cops have batons and they end up basically running away because they're just terrified of all these people.
Yeah,
and everyone on there is like, that's how it should be. And I'm like, how are we wired so differently?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of them are like that.
Yeah, it doesn't
And I'm
make
like,
sense.
my mentality was, this is where our police force are going if we continue to,
take away the right to police.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we're not anywhere near that. We're still headed the wrong direction. We're militarizing our police force more than you would ever imagine.
Absolutely.
I mean, they have tanks and shit. So I mean, we're not scaling back yet. Yes, the ground swell
That's because
is coming.
we have a problem spending money. I truly believe that's where that is.
We love spending money on that.
Love
Tons.
spending
Dude,
money.
we need these dope ass vests.
Yeah.
This holds my fucking magazines in my fucking flashlight.
Well,
It's
and
right here,
the
right
way
next
this,
to
I
each
need a
other.
laser pointer on my gun, bitch.
Yeah.
and the way the system's set up is once you get the money, if you keep spending it, you'll always get
Yep,
the same
exactly.
amount of money.
Yeah.
If they just did 1 year grants where they're like, hey, you got $2 million, and next year you got to apply for it,
Right.
then maybe we wouldn't be so crazy about it. But when you've got $10 million every year that you have to spend on weaponry for your department, you're going to spend that money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want $9 million next year or $7 million.
Armored vehicles and shit. You're like,
Yeah.
Awesome.
What are you preparing for?
Yeah.
And that's why these government auctions have so many awesome ass vehicles out there.
This popped into my mind the other day, and I wanted to bring it up in front of you guys. You ever seen the shirt that like has like the weird borders around, like it looks like they've redrawn the states, and it's like funny stuff. All this border stuff with Mexico got me thinking. Like, I want a map of the world that says borders that the United States is okay with, and just have the rest of the world. We're okay with everything.
Yeah.
Every other border in the whole entire world we're fine with, except for Mexico.
Right.
We're like, that one, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Let's just everybody walk around
And the one
freely.
in Gaza. Yeah.
But Canada, we're cool. Like, we go on vacations, we go through customs, we do all the right things, and how can we be fine with everything else? But that one, we're like, nah, that's wrong.
We got to close that shit off.
I don't get it. I don't get why. I'm lost.
I wasn't paying. I was over there getting beer, so I don't have an opinion on anything you're talking about. I missed it.
Well, thank you.
I apologize. I suck at that. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So I heard you got a new toy this weekend.
Yeah, we bought that pop-up camper 2.5 years ago, and it was a little starter thing. And
You've gotten a boatload of use out of that.
oh
camper.
yeah, I was
It's
trying
not
to.
popping up as fast.
It still works just fine, but you buy toys, so you know
Yeah,
what it's like. And
I do.
everybody told me, "Oh, that's going to be your entry level one. You're going to want something bigger and better." And the trend is usually you go pop up to a full size trailer, and then a Class A or something that drives itself. But we don't have the space for anything bigger than a pop up. But
Is
Yeah.
the pop-up itself larger, the new one?
yes, so we bought another pop up. The wife was on Craigslist Friday night and was like, "Check this one out." And I was like, "That's
Whenever
pretty
the
dope."
wife is on Craigslist,
Yeah.
you've already gotten the buy-in. That's the best thing in the world. You're like, you look over and she's scrolling through something you want. You're like,
for
oh,
sure.
thank God.
Yeah, when you get the wife on board with your idea, you've just taken the brakes off the tractor trailer, and you're
Yeah,
going
the
downhill.
governor's off.
Like, it's
Full
There's
speed.
no stopping.
Yeah.
I was like, so you want to go see? It's literally around the corner. I think when I put it in my GPS, it was like 1.7 miles as the crow
Wow.
flies. It's
Really?
like literally right down Courthouse Road here. And so I emailed the guy. I was like, still got it?
Does your GPS give you crow flies?
Yeah, it does.
It does. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
like 1.7 miles, and then it's like 10 minutes to get there. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why not give me the road
Can I get
that I'm driving
Can I get
on?
that in crow's fly mileage, please?
I think most of them
Oh,
do
it's
that.
really close.
Yeah.
I think most of them do that.
Really?
Yeah, when you
mine
pull
don't.
it up. Or I assume it said 1.7 miles, and it was more than 1.7 street miles to get there.
So you picked it up.
So I went over Sunday morning, and we looked at it, and we were like, yeah, we like it, man. And he wanted,
I
4,500.
Okay, I was going to ask you, what percentage did you get off of them?
He wanted 4,500. I tried to look up. It's called the NADA. It's like the blue book for it. And I was trying to find a value on it. It was real hard to do because you didn't know exactly what he had in there and all that stuff. I offered him $4,000 for it, and he was like, he's like, yeah, I can do that. I think I can do $4,000.
Perfect.
Which was the money in our head that we were like, all right, we'll get rid of.
You sell yours yet? Your old one?
No, so I got 2 campers now. And,
so if anyone wants a camper,
right.
there's officially ITPH camper.
That's right.
I believe if you show up and purchase Troy's camper and say ITPH, you'll give them, 10% off?
Yeah, something like that.
Does that sound fair?
Ish.
I think that works.
Yeah.
10% off after I add the 15%.
Yeah, exactly.
Oldest trick in the book.
But it's got 2 king beds instead of a king and a double.
Nice.
So the kids, both boys, can sleep in the other king bed and have more room. And it's got the other one, the table was like blocking the bed, so you had to crawl over the table to get to the bed. And this one's turned, 90 degrees, so there's actual walk up. And
nice. You got a better layout going.
yeah, it's got storage outside and all kinds of stuff. So but I had to get the truck upgraded because it's got electric brakes.
I was honestly going to ask that. I see the old Mazda out there.
Yeah, I got the wife's car tonight. Dropped the Pilot and the new camper off at Chesterfield Hitch to get. Because the new camper now, it has to be – my old one doesn't have to be inspected because it didn't have any mechanical things.
Yeah.
Well, you've been upgraded now. If you need to get an inspection,
yeah,
I like it.
Because it has electric brakes. I had to get the electric brake, whatever it's called, installed on the Pilot. So.
I'm excited to see this thing, man. That is sweet.
Needs a good cleaning. It needs a good scrubbing down, but it's we're excited for it. And
That's
so,
awesome.
So we have this Saturday is our big neighborhood yard sale. There's like 50,
You're going to try to sell the camper there?
I pulled it out on the street today, and I'm going to pop it up and put a for sale sign on it.
There you go.
Are you going to will you take a little more of a bath if it sells at the
Yeah, I'm willing to work on
everything comes down a little more at a garage at a yard sale.
I'm going to OBO it, but I mean, I've already
a quarter.
Yeah, that's I'll
you're going to get 100 of those. I got $500 cash now.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a little part of you that'll consider it. You won't take it, but you'll be like, "Ooh, that is cash right now." Didn't even have to put it on Craigslist.
I've had multiple people tell me they want to buy it already. Like a year ago,
really?
They were like, "When you sell that thing, I want to buy it." And part of me is like, I kind of would like it to go to somebody that I know, but then the other half of me like,
no, because then they're like, "Hey, do you know what's leaking? I'm going to need another." Like, whoa,
exactly.
Screw that shit.
Well, my thing is like, I know it's fine. I'll keep it for another 3, 4, 5 years. I mean, but the thing's 13 years old, and something could break tomorrow, and I don't want to be on the hook for my friend, So
That's right.
Dude, Modest Motors sold a car the other day.
Really?
And gave the girl the wrong title. And she had driven. She was a stewardess, and she was in town. She lives in Boston. Got in the car, drove it all the way back to Boston. Only to then find out when she got there that the title did not match the vehicle.
Whoa.
I mean, that is like the most panic-stricken moment when
sure.
you go and then they're like, this title's not. You're like, oh my God,
scammed.
I got completely scammed. Yeah. So, no, it was an honest mistake. He took care of it. But,
like FedEx the title or something?
But she called him up like, you motherfucker.
Did she motherfuck him?
She was like, this is not cool. Like,
was it a worse title? Like, was it a better car? Like,
he had 2 Toyotas at his house and didn't think of it. Yeah. And he just saw a Toyota and was like, here you go. And she drove it back. It was like, son of a bitch. Yeah, technically speaking, I think the title she had was for a more valuable car. But in her mind, she's like, that car doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I got completely hosed. I would be absolutely panicked because sometimes when I go and buy cars, like I look at everything. I'm under there looking at the frame, and I'm checking out little things in the engine, all the little things that you've read about in the forums. I can honestly say there's been times where I forgot to just like check the VIN against the title.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though that's like the first thing you should do, it's like I'm so caught up in other things. Like even when I bought the Miata, Jason, when we were leaving, was like, yeah, and I checked the title and the VIN. I was like, thanks, man. That's a really good point.
Appreciate that.
Because I was underneath it like, cool, no rust.
Yeah, like this guy, he seemed really nice and honest. I didn't nitpick it. Like I didn't plug it in and check everything. He was like, it all works and blah. I was like, all right, like I'm too trustworthy when it comes to that stuff.
I'm the same way.
I would love to get a camper like that or something, just because the dream of being like on water, like
that's
you
the goal,
get to
man.
like go around with it. Well, I've always dreamed of getting like waterfront.
That's
property.
That's our ultimate goal.
But it's so damn expensive.
Yeah. And the problem is too, like we find places like up in Lake Anna, and they have like rules and regulations. Like you have to build a 3,000 square foot house here. They won't let you put your camper.
But
on
it only perked for 1 bedroom. Make it a big fucking bedroom.
Exactly.
It's funny you guys mentioned that because so Angela's got a friend who hit her up with a message and was like, hey, I bought a piece of land in a trailer down at a camper down at Bethpage.
Oh,
campground
that
down
place is dope.
Right off next to Urbana on the Rappahannock. And so for her birthday, she was like, "Let's go down there and check it out." And I'd never been like
go down to
up,
a trailer park by the
like a
river.
campground. Yeah, exactly. And
You're
you're
a land and solitary guy, not a campground.
No, I mean I am not opposed to any of that shit. I just have never done it, never exposed to it as a kid. So I'm like going into it. I'm like, what the fuck are we going to this bullshit? You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
that
like,
sounds like.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what to make
go
of that.
Check out these campers and
every listener
hang
here is
out.
like, that is the like baller campground of all the local
Yeah,
campgrounds.
guarantee
I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
everybody, if you know anything about it, you know it's the shit. Like
It wins
it's
awards
won,
left and right.
Nationwide. It wins like best park awards.
It has
and shit
a
like that.
sister campground
Yeah,
not far
Gray's
up the road,
Point.
Gray's
Yeah.
Point, that wins all sorts of awards.
Absolutely.
I think our mystery beer sender is probably like, yes,
Yeah.
they get it, and I'm still over here like, it sounds like a campground with trailers on it. It just sounds
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, man.
low
It's just-
falutin'.
Yeah, but then when you get there, you see that like it's the best one in the country for a reason. Like it's really nice. Water parks, water slides, restaurant. I mean,
Do you feel like you're in a trailer park?
It's not a trailer park.
not-
To me,
no.
a trailer park is like a place where you buy your single wide and you park it, and that's your house.
Yeah, well, so there's some places that are basically pull-ins for people that want to rent a spot for a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you got your water and all that. But then there is at the other end, there's like seasonal people that live there all the time.
Yeah.
And they have campers, you know what I mean, with a porch that's built out.
Now, they do close down, right?
They
people,
do. So
people
you
don't live
cannot
there
go
all
there at
year.
all. You can't go there from November to March, basically.
Oh, daggers! You can't go there on like New Year's.
No. They shut it down.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we went down there, and I was blown away. I mean,
Really?
yeah, and then obviously there's a Facebook page, and people are always selling these campers. So we went and looked at like 7 of them that were for sale, and the hook got set. So I think we're gonna at some point here soon.
So
try
is
to
your
make a
wife
move.
now looking through Craigslist at them?
She is.
Same thing that happened to Troy.
Well, we found one.
So you're looking waterfront.
We
though.
want So the main reason that we're doing it is for a water view. We work from home
because that's your entry level.
Yeah, we work from home, so
Well, that's what intrigues me.
Yeah.
So to be able to like work and staring out at the open water is the biggest appeal to us. you know?
Without your kids in school, you could go all week long during the summer,
Yeah,
right?
And if you don't want to be on the water, there's tons of places to get. But like us being, lot snobs, there's really only like 10
Well,
spots.
that's what
that we
blows
really
my
want.
mind hearing you even talk about this because you are such a. I want the nice lot.
Yeah.
I want the big house.
Well, we are, and even driving around there, say there's 200 lots. There's really only 10 that we want. You know what I mean?
get that.
Yeah, and then one of them we came across. There was a guy who wasn't for selling it, but we heard through a person that they were interested in maybe selling it in July, and they were thinking about it. So, of course, we tracked that motherfucker down on Facebook. We were like, "Hey, we're in town. Can we take a look at it?" And it's right, like if you look at a map of Bethpage where it comes to a tip, it's right on the fucking tip.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
just
pretty
the
dope.
tip.
Just the tip.
So is he thinking of selling?
Yeah,
it?
he's trying to sell in July. So we told him that, hey, we're interested, and
you just got to be out June 1st.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think his golf cart conveys. So that's another cool thing about it.
Yeah.
It's golf cart mayhem.
Now
dude.
you see. Now we're talking right here because that's one of the advantages of that kind of community.
Yeah.
It's golf cartable,
Dude. Why we haven't adopted more towns and places that are golf cart friendly? It's
insane.
We went to I talked about we went camping last year at Colonial Beach, and that whole little town up there, if you've never been, is really neat. You can rent golf carts, and people own golf carts. They drive them around downtown right on the waterfront. Like, it's the best way to get around.
So it's on a peninsula, but so inland though, there's a lake that's got a beach, and they have one of those giant. You've seen, I'm sure, on videos online of the big yellow like trampolines in the middle of the water for the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all that shit. Like, it's a fucking kid heyday. It's
really
awesome. And we went down there, and it was, so we've never been there when it was crowded. I heard it's a fucking zoo. Like, it basically
July 4th is
the
insane.
golf carts are like 64. Coming up and down there.
That's just interesting visual for me.
Yeah. So,
There's holidays it'll be nuts and stuff, but if you're down there during the week too, I mean, you'll really get to enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll be down there. I mean, if we do it, we'll be down there during the week a lot because obviously Jacob's out of school. We work from home, like I said. So,
dude, shoot me a link. Let me see.
I'll
what
show
you're
it to you.
looking at.
Yeah, I kind of after the show,
absolutely.
I want to take a look at this place.
And there's a dock. We can dock the boat right, literally in front of the lot.
That's so
jump in
awesome.
and take it out. And go wherever we want.
I didn't realize that the fact that you are accepting of this place, it's changing my mind on what's possible because you're a snob.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
absolutely.
You have high taste.
So there's places like that all over the place. Like my aunt and uncle's place up at Dukes Creek. There's two sides. They call it the light side and the dark side. The dark side doesn't have power, but people have campers over there.
Yeah,
and it's very shaded, so it kind of helps in the summertime because it helps keep the sun off your trailer. But like in front of theirs has a camper, literally like you're talking about. You can fall out and hit the water.
Yeah,
and they don't have power, but
That's
they like
crazy.
run little generators at
That's
night
insane,
and like bring
dude.
their own water and stuff.
I ain't got time for that.
So I'm with you. I'm like I'd rather have a place on
Basically,
the light side.
the only way that I'm in is if I have something that can be as comfortable as my living room, and a bed that can be as comfortable as my bed with an awesome view, and some elbow room. Aside from that, I don't give a fuck.
See, that's my thing with the pop-up. People are like, "Oh, does it have this?" I'm like, I don't need all that. Like, I need a place to sleep it's never going to be as comfortable as my bed, but
right.
It's got to be better than the ground, And I need AC, and I need some power to run a light and charge my phone. Like,
But a pop-up you can put anywhere.
Yeah,
exactly. This one, it basically parks. You put a skirt around the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Build a porch on the side.
And I'm assuming the houses are definitely right up on top of each other.
They are, yeah. So
yeah,
parking's a big thing. There's some that have virtually
like one parking space.
One spot, and even that one you're hanging out a little bit. So if you can find one, another thing that's so dope about the one that we're looking at is it's like it's on, like I said, it's on the point, but there's a sign. It's like in its own little stem where no one's supposed to go. So there's so much traffic and people on golf carts, but there's a sign that was like, no one going back here. And there's only 2 trailers back there.
That's awesome.
So
it really is the best lot. It's the best lot.
Well, honestly, the one behind it is a little bit better because it's got the view of the open Rappahannock, whereas ours has a view of like the
creek, the inlet.
Yeah, I mean it's still dope as fuck, but but they do get more wind from storms.
Yeah.
So
if a storm comes through and rips it up, because trailers are not known for their resilience in the weather, that's on you at that. Like if the trailer gets destroyed,
your insurance company,
yeah.
So it's just like any other place. Is there any advantage to being at a place like this, though, that is cared for? Like, do they come around and remove
amenities?
Trees
they will.
And crap like that?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Okay. So, I mean, that's
they do all that. They provide you water. They provide you power. They have Wi-Fi. Obviously, you have to pay them for everything. You got to pay them a fee for fee for a golf cart, fee for Wi-Fi.
But it's way cheaper than doing it on your own.
Yes, for sure.
Like I said, there's a legit water park there.
Oh, dude. Yeah. There's like 3 pools, an adult-only pool. There's a water park with a big bowl, where the kid you go all the way down.
Toilet bowl.
Man, I've never been on one of those big bowl ones. I want to do that. Sorry, I digress.
And then they have like a activity center where every weekend they have a different theme for kids. Like Jacob, when we were down there, did a scavenger hunt that was spy themed, so he had to go around the park looking for scavenger hunt items. It's just so much stuff.
He loved the shit out of that.
He's like, when are we? And then of course we got the limo golf cart. For 6 people, you know what I mean? So we're cruising.
All right, go buy this place.
Yeah.
I want to come visit.
You got to, I'm telling you.
Because I've been in market forever for something waterfront, but the finances aren't there.
That's what's awesome about it is basically anything that you get around here or that is on, you're looking at $350 plus at a minimum.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So
plus the maintenance, the upkeep, all that stuff. I mean, that's
being able to find something that was on the water, had the view, we could put the boat at.
And proximity.
And it's an hour and a half away.
Yeah, which is nice.
Zip up and back real quick.
Yeah, get this place because I have a friend that lives around the corner from you, so I can crash at his
I'm telling you, that's the coolest thing about it. Like, I go down there, and there's, like I said, one of Angela's buddies. He's like, yeah, my aunt's is down there, my cousin's is over there. Granddad had one over there years ago, and it's like everybody knows everybody.
What's the restrictions on renting your place? There's got to be.
What do you mean? There's a ton of restrictions. But
like,
can
you put it on
Airbnb or something
and rent it out on the weekends?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, then you can make enough money to recoup anything, really.
Yeah.
Well, that seems like a win-win. I'm in.
An hour and a half, like that's a day drive. You could decide to not stay the night.
Right.
You could just run up there.
Exactly. Go down there and make sure it's
everything's
anything
squared
under
away.
under 2 hours. I can do shits
all
and
the time.
giggles. I'll be like, I want to get there in time for lunch and not have to think about it.
Yeah,
that's critical. Or I'm going to stay for lunch and still get home while the sun's up.
I think there's 4 giant playgrounds, like big ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, the closer it is, the later you can stay on the weekday, Sunday if you want. You don't have to get up and get home first.
That's what I mean. If I can stick around and like do some fishing and then head home,
we'll leave at 4.
Oh yeah,
we'll still get home. Like it's awesome.
Exactly. Yep.
Dude, I'm excited for you, man.
Yeah, we're excited. Like I said,
you'll love it.
Yeah.
As outgoing as y'all are, y'all love it.
Oh, I'm excited. When we went down there, like I said, everybody's got fire pits. They're just chilling, staying out there, and they have a curfew too. So the curfew is 11 o'clock, which means I
can be sitting on my porch, right?
You can do that all night long. You just can't be out playing music in your golf cart going up and down the road after 11.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I already got all the beer I need.
Exactly.
It's sitting right here.
You can post up at your place all night.
Yeah, and you can have friends over. You just can't be loud.
Yeah, that's right.
I got a Yeti cooler. I only have to leave every 5 days.
Yeah, I see.
Bingo.
I see you still have that Yeti cooler.
You're damn right I have a Yeti cooler. It's the greatest cooler in the world.
Even with their newest...
Even with the NRA issues?
Yeah, that surprised the shit out of me.
I certainly don't know enough, but let's be honest. Yeti supports the NRA. I am shocked at this. They are an entire company that's been built around hunting and fishing, and like how the fuck can you even say the 2 guys who own it made it so they could be hunting and fishing for days on end?
Yeah. So what did they do? I heard they just there was like a 10% NRA discount that they stopped doing.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there was just a discount and they pulled it back, and it wasn't even like we're pulling it back forever.
Yeah.
I think they just pulled it back, and the NRA caught wind. It was like,
it had to have heard them.
Screw that.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen Arctic and Pelican put out ads that are
I have too.
Like, we're pro NRA, come get our stuff, and it's cheaper.
Come
anyway.
get you some.
Yeah.
And then these dummies are blowing up $500, $700 coolers.
Now I haven't seen that, but I've heard about that. And in case you don't know, you're an idiot.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you're dumb.
If you're blowing up a $700 cooler to make a point, here's a point. Here's $100. Give me your $700 cooler.
Yeah.
Here's the point. Maybe they're right because you're an idiot. Like, you're not proving anyone wrong by doing that.
You just proved that you are the idiots who shouldn't have guns.
Yeah.
Because you're blowing up $700 coolers.
Well,
unbelievable.
The wife actually, on a whim the other night, was out shopping, went by Walmart and picked up a Yeti.
Really?
Yeah.
Sitting on the Yeti now, huh?
Well, I wouldn't call it a Yeti.
Oh no,
it's a Yeti. It's
God,
one of those high-end coolers, but it's not a Yeti.
You got it.
It's like a Yeti.
Does Walmart sell Yetis?
I don't know. This looks just like a Yeti. It doesn't say Yeti on it.
You got an Ozark Trail.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you got the Fisher Price cooler.
I got the 73-quart Ozark Trail.
That is a larger cooler than mine.
Yeah,
mine's actually. I was looking at it. It's a 50-liter. So you have.
So mine's way bigger than yours.
50% more capacity almost.
And mine was probably 50% more price, right?
Oh, I would assume the Ozark Trail, they pay you to take those out of there.
Oh, you think it's garbage, huh? How much was yours again?
My cooler?
Yeah.
$400 too little.
Adios.
It's worth $800, huh?
That's right. That cooler is a grown man's cooler.
We got that Ozark Trail for $150 on clearance. Says it holds ice for 9 days.
That's a down payment on a Yeti.
It is a down payment on a Yeti.
For sure.
Here's $150. I'll come back every month and bring you another $100.
I noticed one thing, though. Mine has 4 cup holders on top and a tape measure.
I'm going to go get the coolers. Hold on. Adios.
That is not supposed to have the robot on there. Let me try that again.
All right. I'm going to go get the coolers. Hold on. Adios.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, that was weird. I guess I had the old sound effects on there. Oops.
The wife thinks we should do a challenge, a Yeti Ozark Trail challenge.
So you just get some more chicks? Yeah, I win. It's a Yeti.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something there.
Yours is baby blue.
Oh, my God. We are not doing
Why not?
Because I already won. I don't want to have to drag him through the mud. make him look like a fool. It's a
he
Yeti.
doesn't want to do
We
that.
should do this, right?
Definitely do this.
Yeah.
It's a Yeti. We can't. They're different.
You keep the ice in the Arctic first, then you
Yeah.
put it in the other ones because they'll
Yeah.
stay longer.
It's,
You know it's colder when it comes out of the Arctic.
Exactly. Ozark Trail.
Don't give me. Yeah.
The OT.
Yeah, the OT.
So for starters, it would be unfair because we have different.
Well, I would
we
need
have different
50% more ice. You're right, because mine's so much bigger than yours.
Yeah, but I'm not starting this bullshit. I already won.
You do have a
I
starter.
am not.
That's a starter level.
Then when you
up.
have to carry it to the truck, you realize you lost.
He said his was
Dude,
bigger.
Mine's heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys
Yeah.
both. There's no wheels.
No.
They're both worthless.
True.
Yeah.
That is true. I will knock that. Like, it should have wheels on it.
Yeti for life.
Yeah. Every fucking cooler, unless it's a one-hander job, should have
Yeah.
wheels.
You're right.
I didn't want to tell anyone, but I got an Ozark Trail. It's embarrassing. I'd rather just hide my voice than have anybody know that I'm walking around with this fake Yeti. But I did put Yeti stickers all over it, and
Hell no. I'm
Hopefully
getting
this way the ice will last longer, and people won't laugh. I don't want to get laughed at with my.
I'm
my
doubling
Ozark
down.
Trail.
I'm putting Doug Dynasty stickers all over.
Nice. In the woods with Phil.
Hell yeah. And Uncle Si.
Now I did see his Ozark Trail cooler. It's a good looking cooler. I will give you that, but it's no Yeti. It's the difference between a Ferrari and a Miata. The Miata is the greatest car ever made.
One outperforms the other. These two are the exact same things. They perform the exact
Exactly.
same way.
Yeah. So I have a funny story. So I've been having this weak stream when I pee.
Oh,
for
really?
For like a year.
Oh, wow.
Flowmax.
Flomax, exactly.
That's what you need.
But it's like on and off, so it's not all the time. It's like one time I'll get up and it's like,
Do you want me
I'm
to
fucking
just disguise your voice? Or
I'm
you
16
really just,
again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I'm like fucking burning holes in the goddamn porcelain.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm just pushing and it's just fucking not the fucking horsepower that it used to be, you know?
You know this could
So-
be a prostate problem.
I Google prostate cancer sometimes.
Don't do it.
Fucked up like a motherfucker.
Illy's dying.
I was like, holy shit. It was like lower back pain. I'm like, I got that shit too.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, I freaked the fuck out. I'm like, oh my God. I text Angela. I'm like, look at this shit. I'm fucking dying. You know what I mean?
I shouldn't laugh.
Dude, I had a fucking appointment the next day.
And you got... You
Oh,
went
I
to the
got
appointment.
sphinctered by the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I got full-on sphinctered.
Oh, you got the
Nice.
I did.
finger, the fickle
Yeah,
finger.
I did.
Nice.
Motherfuckers, basically, the synopsis was, your shit's fine. Get the fuck out of here.
Stop WebMDing your shit.
Yeah. I didn't even tell him that because
Yeah.
that would have
He knew.
thrown off his fucking hypotenuses. He'd
Yeah.
been like, I'm not even looking at you.
So
bitch.
now you just have weak stream forever?
Yeah, he's like, I give you something for it. I'm like, no. It don't bother me. None.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I
Yeah.
just make sure it's not. I'm looking for someone to not tell me that it's nothing to be worried about. He's like, it's nothing to be worried about. And I was like, you take care, sir.
Yeah.
I'd shake your hands, but I've never really been.
Exactly.
He's like, well, I'm glad you're leaving because I got to go to yet another funeral.
right.
I don't know why all these people keep dying.
Fuck, that did bug me out, though. I was bugged out, dude.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
I had one. This is sharing way too much information, but a couple years ago, I'm not kidding. I was getting like a shooting pain when I blew a load.
Oh, really?
So it'd be like, here it comes, yay!
oh, so you got sphinctered years ago.
No, so like I'm like, this is really, really bad. Like every time I blow loads, I want to cry.
Oh, really?
Like it just the buildup was just
Not
as
your
great.
usual sad cry.
Not the
Not the Irishman cry. The happy sad.
This is so fun.
I love this. Was it good for you? It was so good for me. I'm crying.
yeah.
So-
So not that.
So I mean, literally, the buildup was great. You'd feel it coming.
What a
Yeah,
conundrum to be.
I know.
You
It
want
was-
to get that.
yeah,
It
for
was
real.
the worst. You're like, yeah, here it comes, and then as soon as it starts, all's good. But when stuff's actually moving out, it was like, oh god.
Oh.
And then when it was over, you're like, you still have all the euphoric joy, like, so it's there mentally, but
Yeah.
physically, it was god awful.
I need a
Yeah.
bag of peas.
Right.
Yeah, like it was really, really bad. And so I go to the doctor, and I'm like,
Like regular old doctor or urologist man?
regular old doctor.
Yeah.
And I go in there, and I'm like,
Was
he's
it the
like,
plums that hurt?
you would feel it from the plums out.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as it went, it was just like,
Yeah.
oh God, help me. Which is funny because I never slowed down the it coming. It's just
you fought through the pain.
Yeah,
You're a gamer.
exactly.
It was like you got to figure out what it is. Like maybe there's a blockage.
Yeah, right.
So like at one point,
Jordan played with the flu.
Exactly. Same thing. Pretty much same thing.
Yeah.
Totally had 63 points tonight. Hurt like a motherfucker. But
Played with a broken arm. I mean,
I did. I got through that first part where I was like, okay, there's some kind of blockage. I need to step my game up. I got to
double
clear
down.
This. Yeah, so I'm like forcing myself into all this pain.
Really?
And it was bad because like you're getting to that point and you're like, okay, you just close your eyes and go. Like
tears.
What'd he say?
So
down.
I go to the doc and I'm like, he's like, so what brings you in today? And I'm like, painful orgasms. And he's like, oh, okay. And like,
show me.
Yeah.
Prove it, big boy.
Tell me when you're going to come.
Pics or it didn't happen.
Exactly.
So I totally tricked him. I didn't tell him. Came all over the place. Hurt like a motherfucker, but joke's on him.
That one felt great.
Yeah. So, Doc, you're a bit of a queer.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Joke's on you. Yeah.
You can't tell anyone, right?
Right.
All right. Be back tomorrow. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
Same time, same place? All right.
Yeah.
Really? No copay? Yeah, make an appointment.
Yeah. He comes in with SWAT gear on next time.
What's the clear shield for?
Right.
So he was like, he's like working the plums, like figuring it all out. And, he's not finding anything. His fucking solution, you're dehydrated. Drink more water.
Really?
So I was like, okay, I'm willing to try this totally weird Eastern medicine idea.
Exactly.
Drank a bunch of water. Like
whatever, shaman. Give me the real doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, incense? Really? That was it? No, so I drank like a boatload of water for a week and kept ejaculating, and sure enough, it went away.
Oh, my God.
I was like, all right. But for like 3 weeks, it never occurred to me to try like water.
Right.
I was just like rubbing out painful loads.
How, happy and disappointed are you both? That, you're happy.
I was pumped. I was
you're happy.
whistling as I drove home.
That's the thing. When I drove home, I'm like calling my wife. I was like, hey, great news. It's water.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did. Yeah. He said my prostate looked great. Yeah. Like fucking awesome.
Like all that shit, the finger in your butt, you just stop thinking about it altogether.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's holding my nuts. That gone. Don't care anymore. Like, woohoo.
Right.
Water. It was great. Totally.
Well, I'm glad you're both healthy.
Yeah, so Troy, we told our stories.
He was like, don't even come back till you're 50. Basically, what he told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
when
beautiful.
I was doing the volunteer firefighter thing, they started checking. We had to go in for annual, health assessments.
Annual.
So at 35, that's when they started the process.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they had said just in this area in this county, they had caught 3 or 4 guys with. Usually you start at like 40 or 45 or maybe 50, but they caught guys with prostate issues even earlier. So they up the.
So I went to my guy and I was like, so when do I start getting the finger? After that plums incident, kind of missed you, Doc.
Yeah.
You were right there.
Exactly.
Right around the corner.
Milk, lemonade, buddy. So I was like, when does this go down? And he's like, actually, blood tests give us all the markers that we need now until you're like 50. He's like, so I'll just keep taking your blood every year, and unless I see a marker, we're good.
A lot of it, too, is hereditary. If you don't have a direct relative that's had it, they're way less worried about it.
Yeah, they're always asking, family health issues. And unfortunately, I don't know about a lot of my extended family, so I'm always like, I wish I knew a little bit more.
It's weird. It's like the most, I think it's like the most, I don't know if it's the most deadly, but it's the most common in men, but it's also the most curable.
Yeah.
If you catch it early,
yeah.
it's mad curable. You catch it late, though, you're done.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I heard a thing once that said that most men die with prostate issues, cancer or something like.
That's because we don't talk about it. Ely's probably had weak stream for 10 years.
I did. It was like a year. I had it forever. And I was like, oh, well, shit's just broken.
Yeah. That's just guys,
I like that he was going to give you something to fix that.
Yeah, he was. Well, some people, I guess, they can't take it.
Well,
I'm over here. Tinkle him, Doc.
Well, y'all haven't been snipped, have you?
No, I have not.
No.
So I have.
Yeah, well, that would explain the pain, but
I went right after my second one because I knew I wouldn't have any more kids. And so you go in and you meet with the doctor, and he's like, he gives you the pamphlets, and he's like reading. The dude's like 60-some years old. You can tell he's done a million of these and had a million of these consults, and is like just going through the motions. And he's like, here's how it works. You have to drop your pants and show him your stuff, and he's looking at you, and he's like, and I was naive about the situation, but really I didn't care. I wasn't worried about the aftermath. I just didn't want to have any more children.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, it smells the same, it looks the same, it tastes the same. And I was like, hold on.
Whoa.
I was like, why are you telling me this? He's like, people ask these questions. I'm like, who? I was like, can you make it taste better? Like,
that's right.
Can I
no doubt.
Can I get a strawberry infusion?
Yeah, like if you could just put a fucking Tic Tac in there, that'd be great because this is awful.
Like a capsule I replace monthly.
But it was so funny, like the stuff he was telling me. I'm just like, all right, dude, whatever. Like, I'm still doing it. Like,
if you could take a pill to make your nut taste better, would you?
No.
Would you?
I'm not a fan of taking pills for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, what if
try it?
True. What if it was just like they say if you eat oranges all the time, it'll change the flavor of your semen to like an orangey flavor.
Take your word for
maybe.
it. Take your word for it.
God. Now Ely's over here Googling stuff. Whenever he does this. Hey, Troy, do we have a... Oh, I don't get to see the joke?
No.
Troy, I believe we have a deli over there.
Yeah, we do. Let me pull it out and then get some cups.
I got some cups right up there.
Here, hold this and read it.
Perfect. All right, so we had a listener this week send in...
Old James?
The name is Chris.
Don't even know no old James.
There was no old James.
Gone.
So he sent this in, sent a picture of it, and was like, "This is a Deli Winner." Now,
oh, for sure. Like,
now that makes me
bank.
nervous whenever someone sends in a beer and says this is a Deli Winner because inevitably it's not.
Right.
and the problem is that then some listener's gonna get upset because we're gonna end up dogging their beer. But this was sent in with confidence.
All right, we'll see.
So we're about to find out. So this is
What is it?
This is by Rogue. Now, if anyone's had Rogue, they're famous for like Arrogant Bastard and Dead Guy Ale.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got you. The old arrogant bastard, huh?
Yeah, they do some good stuff. So
I can tell by the color that it's like might be fairly interesting.
the problem with Rogue is oftentimes they go over the top with flavors.
Like
if they do hoppy beers, like they go hoppy.
So this is the Rogue Hazelnut Brown Nectar ale with natural hazelnut flavor. It's in a 22-ounce bottle.
I wish I would have known that. The segue would have been much better from all the nut talk. I could have. Speaking of nuts, pull out that
Let me get that hazel injection.
Yeah.
Dark brown in color with a hazelnut aroma, a rich nutty flavor,
Yeah. See,
and a smooth nutty finish. That was just a natural segue, guys.
Perfect.
I mean, that's how good we are. We just accidentally do this.
We just said, see, that's a pro.
5.6% alcohol by volume and 33 IBU, which is low on the IBU scale, right, Brendan?
The fuck? Yeah. Sorry, it is. Sorry, I just had my first taste.
Boo?
It's nutty, to say the least.
I don't know if I know what hazelnut flavor is. I know it's in a lot of coffee.
Nutella.
Is that hazelnut?
This has a lot of Nutella in it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Nutella fan.
Well, I'm certainly picking up notes of Nutella.
It's on the rim.
That is very, very nutty and a little chocolatey.
What's with all the nut jokes?
I figured I would at least try it once, and yeah, it still tasted like nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was very, very kind of chocolatey and coffee flavors kind of in there too.
I like my nuts extra hazel.
Yeah, you do.
Who doesn't? Am I right?
No, I think you have a good point there, mystery nut eater.
Oh, we're children. Oh, we're so
For sure.
Oh, sorry. It's hard to work the board and do.
So Chris thinks this is a guaranteed Deli
That's
winner.
a bold statement.
That's a bold statement.
He called it a guarantee, and it is a. So what was the name of it? It was the Rogue
Hazelnut brown nectar. If I think I remember, I just threw it in the trash. Hazelnut brown podcasting.
Yeah. Did you just do that, or I accidentally just hit that?
No, you hit it with
I'm
the cord.
killing it right now.
Yeah.
Dude. Producing like a mug. Yeah, Rogue Hazelnut Brown Nectar. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know where I stand on it.
I don't dislike it. It's a different taste. It doesn't taste like a beer to me at all. I feel like I could drink one of them, but I don't think I'd want to double up. It's a little rich. It's really rich.
I think that now that I'm drinking it, it does not taste like a brown ale. It's more like a really sweet stout. It's kind of the flavor.
It's more stouty, definitely.
That's the flavor I'm getting from it, because I don't like brown ales typically. I'm like, not a huge fan. This is a damn good brown ale, like, because it's more stouty. I think I kind of like it.
Kind of does have that milky, creamy.
Yeah,
stouty.
but it's very sweet.
Yeah,
and I don't know.
It's nectar. It says nectar in the name.
Yeah, if you drop ITPH in the coupon code, you'll get 20% off of that.
That's right.
A shitty ass hazelnut beer.
Hold on, don't spoil the lead here.
Oh no! Well then, I can give it a fucking 5. Now I'm gonna say, as far as brown ales go, I'm gonna pull an Ely here. I'm gonna separate.
Slice it up. Yeah.
If for a brown ale, that's
if I got it. For a piece of poop.
For lunch, it's a 1.
Yeah.
But for poop, that's a 4. I mean, that's good poop. That's a.
I mean, if I had to.
That poop's got just enough nut in it.
Yeah,
just enough nuts in it.
Just
Perfectly
enough
blended.
corn to throw off the profile. Let
Right.
you know where they've been. There's a Chipotle to it.
There's tons of notes.
I give it a 3.
I'm going to give it a 3.5 in the brown ale world, and I'm going to go 3. I see what the guy was getting at. That is a tasty beer.
The more I drink, the more I like it.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It is growing on me.
Yeah.
But that's not. Shit. You know what? I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm moving it
3.5.
up. I'm moving up across the board.
So a 3 and a 3.5.
It is weird. The more I drink it, it becomes more palatable.
Yeah.
That first sip, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, what am I doing?
It's more
here?
like hard crusted shit now
Yeah.
instead of full on wet gooey shit.
That's a really good point. I like
Yeah.
your tasting notes.
Yeah. I'm getting better at this.
I see that.
I like the coffee finish. I think it.
That's why it's more stouty. That's why
Yeah.
I like it as a stout. So yeah, 3.5. I say, Chris, good choice. But we're not the one that matters.
We're not.
There's only one
We
vote
could
that
we
matters
could
here.
have 2 5s over this side.
It doesn't
It
matter. Doesn't matter. We're a 2/3 vote, my friend.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not horrible.
No, we're
I'm
like
not-
a 1/10 vote. He is the vote. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the way it is.
way to sell the thing that we've named after you.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. He's like, oh, am I still on this show? Fuck me.
Right. Yeah, no, it is growing on me. I just don't want to drink a beer like this.
Kind of
in
like his
general.
prostate.
Yeah.
I was going to say it earlier. I just left it alone.
Well, that's why you got to this point.
I know. Bingo.
Just drink a bunch of water. Apparently, that's the whole key.
I don't know. I give it probably a 2.5.
Okay, we're not giving it a deli, but we're going to.
No.
It has not been panned.
It's a push.
Yeah.
It's a push.
It is pushed. Hey, Chris.
It's like kissing your
You're a
sister.
fucking hippie. Yeah, exactly. They should call this beer Dale Dobeck. Dale Dobeck's White Surprise.
Dale Dobeck's belly full of white.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we best friends?
Yeah, belly full of white lager.
This right now, this is the moment Fiona Face listens to. I don't get it, but they sure do laugh at that.
Exactly. I just cracked myself up.
She has no idea she's famous in our world.
I know, right?
dude.
I'd love for her to listen back and just hear her name drop, once an episode.
She's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
for sure.
If you know Fiona Face, hit her up.
So, speaking of cracking myself up, I did a presentation. Stop me if I told this story already. In front of a bunch of people at work. So, my boss's boss, his boss, and his boss were in this meeting. It was like a 30-minute presentation. So I'm like, you know what I'm doing? I'm throwing in some dad jokes in this motherfucking presentation.
Yes, nice, because those go over anyway.
They do wonderfully. Yeah, so the 3 that I used, the first one was, what does a cloud wear under its...
Okay, you told us that one.
I did?
No, you didn't tell us a story.
But the joke.
We started telling dad jokes on here, and you had mentioned you were going to...
Okay.
I think it was right before your presentation.
Right. So I did it. I added them into my PowerPoint. And then,
hold on. What was it? Thunderpants.
Thunderwear.
Yeah. So with 5 minutes before I go on, I remember, totally had a senior moment, that there's a chick in the audience named Cloud. Yeah. And it's like, I got to make it seem like I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what does Cloud wear? You know what I mean? She's literally sitting back there.
Oh, yeah, this is an HR violation at this point.
What does Cloud wear under her shorts?
I don't know, because it could be frilly or something really nice. It could be a thong. I mean, she looks a little slutty.
That's right.
Like, wait, no. I said
so
Thunderwear.
I'm bugging out. I'm like, great, this is going to come off horrible.
Somebody guesses the joke, Thunderpants, and then he's like, no, thongs. Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows Cloud.
Yeah. Just kidding. Cloud doesn't wear underwear. Give it up for Cloud.
Right. Yeah.
Give it for Cloud.
In the back. There you are. Hand up.
Yeah. Shouldn't wear them short skirts.
Exactly.
No panty lines. Gotta love her.
So, long story
Russ,
short,
you don't even see the panty lines.
So Cloud ended up getting up and hitting the pisser when I told this shit out of nowhere. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I brought the point up because I'm cracking myself. Like, in this presentation, I'm taking a 10-minute break to laugh at the dad jokes. I'm doing this shit right here.
Oh my
I'm
God.
doing that, you know what I mean? And I'm getting the looks like, can we get to the content?
How's this going to save us money there, Brian?
Yeah, that's right.
No, you don't get it. Thunderwear.
Exactly.
He brings up a stool and a bottle of water.
Exactly.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Good crowd out there. Good crowd out there.
I don't know if I told you this one. I did the what does rude pepper do? It gets all up in your face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I did that. I started laughing like this. It's fucking killing me, dude.
Are you getting reactions from the crowd?
Some of them, yes. There's there's some of that shit.
Oh my God.
But I'm just cracking myself up, dude.
All right. Thank you guys so much to the CFO. Did you see those numbers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is nice.
It was awesome.
Tip your bartender.
But all these shit sticks had boring ass presentations.
Yeah.
I threw a fucking
What was the
curveball.
third
It was
one?
awesome.
Do you remember the third one?
There was the 2 peanuts were walking through the park and one was assaulted. What was that one?
I've heard all these jokes, but I forget them. I'm so bad with jokes.
Me too.
I love that.
Hashtag Mr. Peanut too.
Yeah. You go to fucking niceonedad.com and that's all it is dad jokes.
Oh, so good.
Better than dad.net, which is just like lemonparty.net.
Ooh. So it's amazing?
The best. Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to head over to lemonparty.org.
Oh,
check it out.
Use the ITPH code.
Yeah. You get quite a discount.
Speaking of off the rails, he just directed all of our listeners to Lemon Party.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
He's done that before.
.org.
I know.
.org.
Oh, .org.
.org.
Okay, the good one.
Yeah, it's a not-for-profit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Plums.
Also known as Brendan's homepage.
Yeah.
Yes. You only have one bookmark here. Well, I'm a philanthropist. As you can see, it's a .org.
Exactly. Yeah.
I give all my time and money to this
Lemon
place.
Party.
Yeah.
I like lemons. I like the party. Clearly, so do these guys.
Yes, clearly.
I mean, look, they're partying.
Look at them.
They're partying.
Partying hard.
Exactly. No pun intended.
Checking prostates?
Yeah, manually.
I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but so I just saw there was an Aldi ad the other day, like in the circular, and it says, "Whoa, oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, oh," and then it's got a picture of a lemon on a pear. And so as you're reading it, you're like, I don't get it. And you're like,
that's hilarious.
Whoa,
we're
lemon
on a pear.
There. Whoa, a lemon on a pear. And it was like 43 cents, 72 cents.
Yeah.
It's just a lemon on a pear. And the dad joke side of me was like, looks like it's Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
And I showed it to my wife, and she's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, read the words in your head. Do you hear a voice? And she's like, no, what's the point?
Yeah.
And she's like looking at it like, that's not a very good deal on pears. I mean, the lemon's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like,
about right. Market
lemon
price.
on a pear.
Yeah.
Come on.
What? So you sang it for her like that?
I did.
did.
And so I read it. I go, whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa.
We're lemon on a pear.
And then she's like,
Pointing at it, and she's like, oh, it's living on a prayer. It's so like a lemon on a pear. And I'm like, I'm the dad.
Yeah.
It hit home where it was supposed to hit home.
That's right.
And Mom was like, it's a horrible deal on lemons.
Horrible. This horrible idea.
well, that's hilarious, but dads are not reading those things. I never look at these things,
No.
those circulars or whatever. Like, so
But
that's literally going over.
But
like
that's how
99.
easy it is to get a man's loyalty to a grocery store because we have
Now you're in.
zero loyalty. And
Yeah,
we're
but
like,
you're not. You didn't go there, and you won't go there.
No, but now every time I pass it, I will be like,
Whoa.
lemon on a prayer.
Yeah, you
lemon
will.
on a
Then there's
pear.
a part of him too that wants to see there's another cool sign that he needs to go check out.
Yeah, like I need to go in there and
Yeah.
see if they got good dad
Well,
jokes.
they were founded in Arizona.
Actually,
so-
Germany. I do
No,
have a
that's
little
right next to
German.
I know, but
I
I'm
do have a
waiting-
little German in the blood.
You
Yeah.
do.
I really only talk about it in October.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
did.
Of course, I have no idea if any of this is true. I have no idea what I am.
When are we doing that? We should do that test.
We
Read
need
the
to-
results on
Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
We need to lock that up.
on the air.
So then I'll be able to know it where I came from, but still not care.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of genetics,
Brendan, can you still do it by taste?
I can.
Okay. Just checking. Yeah.
I can.
Don't eat a bunch of
Little
oranges.
southwestern Sahara there.
Sir, with that weak stream, I'm never going to be able to get an accurate reading.
That's right. Exactly.
We're gonna have to do this again tomorrow.
Yeah. Some Eastern Bloc?
Go drink a gallon.
Prague area.
Oh, from the capital, I see.
Yeah.
Hey, your bloodline goes way back.
You could be so disappointed if
No.
you're not
Way-
100%
way
Irish.
Back, way back.
Oh, I know I'm not 100% Irish. I just claim the Irish.
Yeah,
Until October. And then I claim the German.
Doesn't sound right.
sounds about right. In a couple weeks, you'll be Mexican.
Can't wait.
Cinco de Mayo.
Can't wait. So speaking of genetics and
Actually, a couple weeks. This weekend. Holy crap.
Oh, shit.
damn.
Saturday, too.
Hey, happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yeah.
That explains the Coronas in the grocery store.
Dude, I was at the fucking Mexican joint, and I'm like, this was like a couple days ago, and I was like, can I get a large margarita, man? He's like, you sure you want the large?
Oh,
I'm like, look at me, motherfucker. Yeah, I want the large.
No,
He's
no.
like, can you open the menu for me really quick? And I open it up. He's like, that's the large. It was 60 ounces for $45. Yeah. I'm like, medium's about right.
You're like,
I'm
I
sorry.
said large.
Yeah.
The lunch portion.
Yeah.
He's just-
But Brendan with the pollo, he would have taken it.
Oh, yeah.
I meant large.
yeah.
yeah, you asshole.
Yeah. I know the menu.
Yeah. Who are you talking to?
I speak of the language.
Right.
You're a stupido.
Rapido.
Rapido.
Right. Yeah. Bring my Drinko Rapido.
No, so speaking of genetic deficiencies, I've had an interesting bit of time since we've been off the air.
Yeah.
You guys recall that I had my mom had gotten me some
The rec
colorblind
specs.
glasses.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot.
And they were really underwhelming. I was like, everything's just pink and red.
Yeah.
Like I was like, that can't be accurate.
you got them from Aldi?
Yeah, she got the
Exactly.
Aldi ones. It was the lemon on a pear. It's a good style. But so
Did you get the Enchromas or what?
I was like, I need the Enchromas. Like we need to get
Yeah.
the
Buy me a better gift.
the high dollar. That is not how the conversation went down. You're an asshole. But I was like, Mom, I'm just not.
Mom,
this.
Dad, you did this to me. Make it right.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Fix the glitch, Mom. That's what I said. No, that is entirely. Boy, it's like he was in the room. And so, no,
We gotta find that horse that kicked you in the head.
Kicked him again?
right back straight.
Exactly. Old cousin Eddie.
So I finally got my hands on the Enchromas.
Okay.
That's
And-
the Xerox copy of...
Yeah, it's exactly. It's
that's
the Coca-Cola
one,
of
yeah.
the soda world, the Xerox of the copiers. Yeah, Enchroma's the big dog.
Okay.
So I finally get my hands on them, and same thing. Like I got nerves. Like I'm freaked out. I'm like, what if I put them on and like then the world sucks? And so
Right.
I
Or
was
what if it's awesome and you realize you missed how awesome.
But that's what I'm afraid of. That I'm going to realize how great everything is to you fuckers.
See, I would look at it as a tool to be like, oh, that's red. Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. So I tried these things on, and immediately I'm looking around my house, and I'm like,
my wife's black?
I was like, this changes everything. Things are looking up.
I should have known with her name.
That's hilarious. No one knows my wife's name. I've edited out of every episode. So
No, I was going to say like.
No way you have. Have you really?
Yeah.
Every episode.
Even the last time I accidentally said it a couple episodes back, I had to fucking go back.
No, I was going to
like
make up an African American name.
Yeah.
Like not your wife's name is not
Ruby. Soho.
So I tried on my glasses. That's a good joke. I get it. I like punk music.
Me too.
But so I try them on, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like, it's not that different. Like I'm not blown away.
This is in your house with some basic ass colors.
In the house, yeah. But then I walk outside.
Yeah, they always show the reaction videos are like when they see grass and trees and stuff like that.
And man, there is no two ways about it. When I walked out wearing those glasses, grass and trees were like, boom.
Yeah.
Like vibrant as shit. And I was like,
loud.
oh, yeah, it was much louder. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm just staring around at everything. My wife comes walking out and just catches me in the yard just staring at trees. And she's like, so do they work? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But shit's weird. And the other glasses were just red tint on everything. And I'm like, not impressive. There's a red tint going on, but it doesn't invade everything. So like when I look at a white car, it's still white. It's not pink. The other ones is like, now it's pink. I can still see the white car, but the tree next to it now has shades of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit.
It still seems weird to me that like one pair of glasses could fix that. Like, because we talked about it in the past. Like, who's to say, Eli and I aren't colorblind, but who's to say we see red or whatever color in the same spectrum anyway? Like,
yeah, you're just identifying a color.
I have polarized sunglasses that like I
change everything.
I pick up and I'm like, oh wow, everything looks better with these on. And I take them off, it's kind of dulled down a little. So I mean,
so I saw some things that I hadn't really seen, and I was like, but I'm not sold. Like, I don't think that this is the real world. I just think everything looks really awesome.
Yeah.
So then, like, I wore them out to dinner, and like we're driving through the parking lot.
Are they sunglasses or are they
sunglasses?
Sunglasses.
So we're driving through the parking lot going to dinner. The parking lot was like nothing I'd ever seen because all the colors of the cars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, like a car would like jump out at me, and I'm like, what the fuck color is that? Or what is that?
Are you having your wife
here?
check everything?
Yeah, but I'm starting to identify colors. Like, all right, I'm like,
did you see a purple?
I see a lot of purple with these
Like
because it's adding red still to things.
Yeah.
It's just doing it better. So it's like it's not adding red to that, but it's definitely adding red to that.
It's adding red where red needs to be added in your eyes.
Yes.
In some respects. So I'm enjoying it. Like, I really enjoy it. But I'm like, this isn't accurate. Like, I can just, unless you guys see things wildly different than I do, I'm like, I'm not buying it. So I went and took a colorblind test wearing the glasses.
Oh, really?
I failed exactly the same way I fail without them.
Oh, wow.
Not one difference.
Really?
And so I'm like, they're bullshitting us. They're bullshitting us colorblind people because they have found a way to put red in things that need red, but not fix it.
So it's changing
Just
your
change
view,
it.
but it's not fixing things.
I truly think that chromas are like the emperor's new clothes of the colorblind universe.
Yeah.
Because every one of these assholes puts them on and goes, I see it. Truth be told, you're not seeing shit.
Yeah.
But you are seeing something, and it is beautiful.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
So there's colors
What would make you
there.
think that it wouldn't do that?
No, what Brendan's saying, it's kind of like the faith
a-
healers, where like you've seen the guy touch your chest, and therefore you're
Yes.
going to fall down and say you're healed. because that's what you've seen everyone else do.
I've seen all these videos of the people cry, and I see what they're crying about. You put them on and go, whoa.
So you don't think it didn't do anything?
No.
It obviously didn't.
Oh, really?
It failed the test.
But I'm never sending them back. That's the weird thing. I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I don't know what the hell this is, but I love it. Like, in here, I love it. It's like an Instagram filter on the universe. I'm like, everything's more beautiful. The colors, it's colors I've never seen. And they're like in everyday life. Sometimes though blues start fading towards purple, maybe before they should.
Yeah.
But real things that are purple are now purple. I'm like, oh shit, look at that purple. And green stuff like springtime green, it's game changing.
It's awesome, isn't it?
My favorite color right now is green when I wear them because I'm seeing things, but I don't know if
like lush grass green.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's beautiful whatever I'm seeing.
But my polarized glasses do that. Like
and that's why I think it's just like my favorite color in the world right now, street signs. Like green and street signs.
Yeah.
Woo! I want everything painted in that color. Like I get all excited. I'm like, look at that street sign. And for the first time in my life, a stoplight changed. It went green. And it's little things like that where I'm like, but I'm seeing green there. Like, how did they
just see light?
I just saw white. So I'm like,
that sounds to me like they're working.
They are, but I can't pass the test. And literally,
does that matter?
Yeah, because I'm obviously not seeing the same thing you guys are. But they have brought some of those colors to existence.
Okay.
Maybe the test is flawed.
It could be, but I've taken multiple tests, and I'm not. And then you go to the Chroma site, and I'm going through it, and they're like, we could design glasses to make you pass tests.
So it's not as simple as go look at something on the website and take the glasses off and not see it and then put them back on and see it. It's not that drastic.
Yeah, like if I'm looking at those spots that you guys see a 5 in and I see nothing and I put the glasses on, I still see nothing. They're just different colored spots.
I got you.
Like it's not fixing the exact ones that are a problem. It's just changing my perception of everything.
So chances are then when people are red, green, whatever version, there's different variants of that.
Of course, and they can't naturally fix all of it, so they're just kind of hedging their bets. I can tell you that there's nothing different on a test. I totally feel like it's a scam, and colorblind people see through this lens and go, holy shit.
Maybe it's not a scam. Maybe
it's helping them a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm never sending them back.
Yeah. It's not
ever.
Like you
I
said.
went and played golf with them the other day.
Really?
It's the best round of golf. Well, let me rephrase that. I played horribly.
Yeah. I enjoyed it the most.
It was the most enjoyable round of golf, and I didn't have a single beer.
Right.
And I was just like, I would just be stopping and look at those greens.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trees over here, bro? Like, I was with my boss. I think he thought I must have been on something because I was like, dude, look over there. Look at the trees. And he was like, they're cool.
Yeah, they're trees, dude.
Awesome, dude.
Look around, they're everywhere.
Yeah. There's some behind you, too.
Yeah. No way.
I don't want to freak you out, but if you turn around, there's a whole bunch right there.
Trees. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But no, they're awesome. They have not.
I know you've hit every one with your golf ball, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You've seen them all. You've been up in them all day.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't expect me to be as bad as I was. I was like, this is going to be bad. First shot, off into the woods.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, breakfast ball. Hit another. I was like, okay, 5 yards.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I guess you're playing that one. I'm like, yep, saddle it.
That's right.
I think I played 1 or 2 rounds of golf since my kids have been born, and I wasn't good when I played a lot, which I say a lot, once or twice a month. And right when I moved in my house, my neighbor, who's just pretty much he's probably like a 3 or 4 handicap. He was like, oh, you play? I was like, yeah. He's like, come out with me. I never got invited back.
That's hilarious.
That's how I roll. But now that I have these glasses, I'm willing to go. I'll just drive the cart. It really is beautiful, but I don't think it's accurate. But I am seeing purples. Like, I see them. And I'll be like,
so it sounds like
shit,
it's working.
It's working on a level. It's brought what it does, it makes everything more vibrant. And when I put them on people who aren't colorblind, they're like, oh yeah, okay, everything's just very bright.
Yeah, I'd like to see what
everything
looks
pops.
Yeah.
And so that part I think we all get, and that's the first thing you see, but it's just that little bit of fixing it. It's a little bit better. But like I said, I'm never going back. I do believe it's a scam and that all these colorblind people are just seeing this vibrant world and bawling their eyes out because we've never seen a vibrant world. Everything in my world is
dull,
muted. Yeah, very much so. Just muted. But I don't know any different. But when I put these on.
Like a sunset's just average as fuck?
Not to me, it's stunning.
Okay.
But I don't.
But it's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know
it's his reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's stunning because it's a change, a departure from what I normally see. But
I the sky when it gets that pink, purple.
Oh,
hue.
yeah.
I see the pinks and the oranges.
Oh, okay.
But like the purples never happen.
Yeah.
I would love to put these on and see it because it'll bring all that out.
Yeah.
But I see things like, are people wearing a lot of purple
No.
on their clothes?
No.
Because I see a lot more purple just in day to day. But little things like I'll turn around and look at a sign, and it'll be a sign that I've never picked up on in a strip mall ever. And all of a sudden it's like, boom, that one sign is screaming at me. And I'm like, whoa, that sign is loud. And it never even hit my radar before. Mm-hmm. So on some level, it works. But I can't pass a test. So I'm not fixed.
Yeah,
but it's awesome. Like it's awesome. And so my mom was like over the moon, excited. She was like, well, then keep them. Like, I'm so happy for you. And I was like, good. I was like, 'cause I don't want to give them back.
Did you tell her it's still not over?
It's still not over.
I don't forgive you yet.
I still can't see, Mom. And for the record, I need hearing aids.
Is it it's hereditary, but do you know where it's from?
Mother's side.
Mother's side?
Yeah. It gets carried on the mother's side. But look, I'm going to wear them, and you'll see me wearing them. And I felt bad, man. I wasn't wearing, like, Nectars all weekend around people that know I should be wearing Nectars.
Yeah.
And, I was like, well, sometimes you want to see colors. And so that was tough. Oh, you smell that? Yeah, it's because you don't need colorblind glasses to smell that fart, Troy. Sorry about that. Dropped a couple of those over here while I was telling my story.
We all get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad we can't just put on glasses and let the listeners smell that.
My eyes are watering. Well, I'm glad you can appreciate some color now.
I'm certainly never giving them back, and that was the weirdest part about telling my mom. I was like, Mom, they didn't work. I'm failing all the tests. I am never ever returning these glasses. Like, they are rad.
So I had something happen in my life this past week. I want to get you guys' opinion on. It's kind of weird. I was talking to a friend of mine, and a friend of a friend was staying at this person's house, and my buddy stays up late doing a side business, and he kept noticing he'd walk by the room of where the friend was staying, and it was the lights were on. He's like, wow, this guy's staying up late, Well, why would he be up this late? What's he doing, And so the next day he brought it up. He's like, I saw you were up late last night. He's like, oh, no. He's like, I sleep with the light on.
Oh, like a night light.
No, not like a night light, like the light.
The light's on in the room.
Yeah.
The full light.
And then he was kind of surprised that it was weird. Which, if that's what you do, okay.
So the guy was surprised that your buddy thought it was odd?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, well, people fall asleep watching TV and on the couch. And it's like, yeah, we all do that, but we don't turn the light on when we walk into the bedroom at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or whatever you like. And
you think that's like a childhood thing? Like, I've always had.
His parents did that to him.
It's got to be something. Yeah, right?
His parents officially did that to him.
I mean, he's married and has kids, so I'm surprised it's still a thing.
His wife lets that shit go down?
I guess. I mean, I've never been to his house.
Was that just on his Match profile? Long walks on the beach.
Yeah.
I like to read.
Lights on.
Oh, lights on's a
Can't wait
must.
to hit the sheets.
I mean, believe me, I can fall asleep.
Well, we're done screwing. Let's take a nap. Turn on the lights.
Yeah.
I can fall asleep anywhere and everywhere, but I'm damn sure not. And most people are kind of opposite of that, where it's like, I need blackout curtains and I got to put a towel under the door because if anything,
I guess the argument could be made that if it's always light, and then when the sun comes up, it doesn't change anything. So you can keep sleeping, whereas I'm in the dark and then sun peeks through.
Yeah.
It wakes me up.
My whole argument is nature.
I'm just trying to help this guy. This dude sounds weird.
Nature says you go to sleep when it goes dark. I mean, that's the way the world works, unless you're nocturnal, I thought that was so weird.
Yeah. That is odd.
That
starts as a kid. I was afraid there was monsters in my room.
Yeah.
And he got a little. Same thing happens with people in fans.
Yeah.
My wife has ruined my kids.
Yeah.
They have to have fans on?
She's had a fan in their room every day since they were infants. And now, like, they'll be like,
they cannot.
Dad! And I'm like, what's going on? Like, Spider? My fan's not on.
Yep.
I'm like, you've lost your mind.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Ceiling fans are nice to sleep with, but I don't sleep
These
with mine
are like
all
fans,
the time.
like not ceiling fans, like box fans.
They need they need the white noise.
Yeah, it's all about the white noise.
Now we've had white noise machines in both my boys' rooms for as long as they've been around.
Oh, really?
And I think it's awesome.
Really?
They like it.
Do you worry though that they're not hearing what's happening in the house?
That's what I want.
No,
they're
like,
gonna be adults.
I get it, but like my wife has like all kinds of white noise machines going on, and like I have a hard time identifying if something happened because a sound downstairs doesn't travel to me like I want it to.
I don't worry. I'm not paranoid about that. I mean, I lock my doors and that kind of stuff, but I'm not paranoid as to like, I sleep heavy, so I don't know. Like, my wife will get up and I'll be like, "How'd you sleep?" She's like, "Good." The older one got up and peed and then puked, and I was like, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not that guy, unfortunately.
Yeah, I like being able to hear stuff, and I don't like that
the way.
the whole upstairs now has fans in every damn room. I can't hear what's going on.
And that's because your wife was raised that way.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's something you just pick up.
No.
I mean,
You might pick it up in college or somewhere you have roommates.
guess you
and
could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. You could.
but I would bet
But
most
it's hard to
people.
it's hard to break. I would assume.
Yeah, because it's a crutch now.
Yeah.
And now, so your boy sleeps with the lights on all the time because that's like a crutch.
Yeah, our my youngest stepson's that way. Like if he goes to spend the night, he's taking his fan with him.
Yeah.
With his bag of clothes, he's taking his fan.
Yeah.
There's worse things. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
I
But-
have
but it
pillows
still
that
sucks.
I have
Bag of heroin.
I have pillows
Yeah.
that I take everywhere.
It just helps me sleep, bro.
Yeah.
I have a couple pillows that I take everywhere.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like the same pillows?
Yep.
Like you go to a hotel?
Not full size pillows. I have like this like neck pillow and then another like squishy pillow.
You'll take to a hotel.
They're small. They both fit in my bag and
Bachelor party.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Everywhere.
Yeah, I don't take pillows at all unless someone tells me I need to. Or
I
I
mean-
know that I'm going to be sleeping.
I'm a total bum. I'll like a sweatshirt rolled up under my head kind of dude. Like, forgot a towel. This T-shirt just became the towel for the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty low maintenance. I just hope I'm not developing this fan complex.
I mean, I won't. It's not like I won't be able to sleep without them, but it's like
Yeah.
while
Actually,
I'm
I guess
backing it up,
Yeah.
might as well hit it.
The crutch I have developed is the podcast.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes I have a hard time falling asleep if I don't have a podcast on. So and then
Really? I never do that.
I never do that.
like you love that Sam Harris dude.
Yeah.
That dude can put me to sleep so fast.
Oh, his voice is perfect for that.
And puts me into some weird dreams though, because they'll get in conversations, and then I have these dreams.
Don't you
where,
miss half of it?
Did you hear the one with him and Ezra Klein?
Because he just keeps.
Is that the most recent? I've been sleeping to the most recent one lately.
Oh, so you're not paying attention at all?
I mean, I try to, but it's like very interesting.
I do have a podcast crutch where, like, if I'm doing anything, I put my headphones on and put a podcast on. Like, if I'm getting the kids ready for school and they're, like, dressed and watching TV and I'm, like, packing lunches and doing dishes, like, I got the headphones in. I'm
Really?
listening. Yeah, I can't do anything with
I'm the
silence
same way.
anymore.
I need a podcast on in the background for like.
I take
everything.
showers. I have a waterproof speaker. Every morning I get in the shower, I turn a podcast on.
Really?
Yep.
For me, it's like I think too much.
It's
And I
ruining
think
my
about-
music.
I think about everything, and like I'll spiral. So like this weekend, I got an email on Saturday. I looked at my phone on Saturday morning. I got something that I really didn't want to see that had to be dealt with Monday morning, and I wasn't sure like
So then it's
how
in your
to
head all
how to
weekend.
deal with it, and I'm like racking my brain like, all right, how do I deal with this? Because I got to give this talk and I got to have this information, and I don't have all of it, and it's like it was just spinning me out of control. And I immediately noticed that every night when I would go to bed, it was all
Jumped in your head.
encompassing, like
Yeah.
come over like a wave. Podcast, boom, silence it. Like it would go away. I could go about my business.
Yeah.
Sure enough, today came around. It's like it just happened. And
Yeah.
It was like, boom, dealt with it. But I would have thought about it for 48 hours. And every time I came up, I just put a podcast on and listened to a dick joke and was like, oh, good. Like Sam Harris.
Yeah.
Learned about existential experiences and was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Good. But I think way too much. And that's been that way since I was a kid. And then when the crutch started, now that I'm thinking about it, it started because I would listen to basketball games at night because those dudes could just talk.
Yeah.
Like steady. I didn't really care about the team. I just was able to get basketball games at any time.
I always had a problem. I used to have trouble going to bed, and I would roll around in bed for 2-3 hours, and I would try to listen, to the AM/FM radio, but that never worked for me because I knew the songs, and I would I would be singing and
yeah. Then I get too excited.
Yeah, but listening to someone speak or a TV show or something, it would help put me to sleep. But
yeah,
not
my
the songs.
thoughts fade into theirs. But the TV was always too much light. So radio became my thing.
Yeah.
So the most recent one was the physicist guy where they talk about the multi-world theory. And
Yeah.
that shit is insane to me.
Yeah, that's the one I'm listening to right now.
I've heard of the multi-world theory and all before, but this is the first time that somebody broke it down to where it kind of made sense.
And they keep joking throughout it.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
in another universe, you're not in that
That's
chair.
right.
And I'm like, hey, I get it.
I'm smart like you.
Yeah.
But that show's a good one to put me to sleep because the concepts are abstract. So you have to think about it if you want to try to keep up. But at the same time, it can just wash over you and cancel everything out. It's my white noise. It's very odd.
So it's the idea that electrons spin either way, but they do something different whether or not you're looking at them or not looking at them.
Yes.
Which is the craziest thing ever. So the theory is that I guess they know that when you're not looking at them, they're kind of like in this weird limbo where they could be going either direction. And then when you look at it, it goes one direction. So the quantum theory says that has to mean then that there's another one of you who's seeing it go the other direction. How fucking crazy is that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's way too deep to even.
Way too deep.
There's a really cheesy YouTube video that explains it pretty well with visuals, and you're like, it kind of makes sense.
That's insane.
It's like when Rogan talks about the infinite monkey thing, where it's like, if you have infinite monkeys typing infinitely for typewriters, and they will write Shakespeare.
Eventually, one will write Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And
in the theories, you're like, that could never happen, but then the theory's like, well, it would have to happen, right?
Yeah.
But you still think that could never happen.
Exactly.
But those aren't such abstract. I've had those thoughts since I was a toddler. As long as my earliest memories, I can remember me thinking,
we need lots of monkeys.
If space, no,
typewriters.
Just thinking if space never ends, then there's another one of me out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's another one of me out there who's got brown eyes, and everything else is the same. I've always,
which is the theory that if every electron, that everything in here is made up of, could potentially go another direction. Hence the theory that is every single thing is possible and probably going on somewhere. It's crazy. It's like, and then even Sam's like, this is the dumbest. Why should anyone believe this? Because it's the craziest thing that you could ever think of. You know what I mean? And the dude's like, basically, it's just the most plausible solution.
That's the thing. It's less plausible that there's not.
Yes, exactly.
So it's
he's like, the math points to it being the most common answer. It's just the only plausible thing that it could be.
Yeah, it's implausible, but it makes sense.
It's like in Men in Black.
Yeah.
When you realize the whole universe is in that cat's necklace.
Well, then another thing he was like, do you really think that one of the fucking most important discoveries in physics is going to make sense?
Yeah.
You know
exactly,
what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all like, it doesn't make sense to our basic level of understanding of the Kardashians.
I remember.
Why the fuck would it make sense to you, motherfucker?
I remember at a really young age when they were like, all we need to do is find water on one of these plants. And I was like, I remember thinking, why water? That's what we need. Who's to say another life form needs that?
Yeah, water could be absolute poison to the vast majority of creatures out there.
Yeah, I've seen signs.
Yeah,
seen
exactly.
signs? Good call.
Swing away.
Yeah,
swing away. Yeah.
Good call. I totally had forgotten about that movie till that moment. It was one
when
of
that
those
motherfucker pokes his head around, they're watching on TV, and the fucker pokes his head around, and the little kids are watching it. Like, whoa. He's real, yo.
Definitely real.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
I think we're going to leave you with some of Eli's deep thoughts today.
Okay.
Yeah, we went deep on y'all there at the end.
Speaking of handies, Brendan, how late are you staying up?
I don't know what the fuck just... What?
There's a place.
Where's that dad joke? You dropped that one on your fucking CFO?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of handies, Bill.
By Jack Handy. Speaking of handies, Bill.
There's a place when you're...
How late you staying today?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's a place when you're driving through Tappahannock over the Rappahannock. There's a place called the Handy Store.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, who approved that sign?
I think I saw that place.
It's right before the bridge, right when you're going over the Rappahannock.
I did see it. I think Angel and I joked about it.
Yeah, it's like Handy Store. I'm like, I got to roll in there and
That's
just
exactly
inquire.
right. Get Brendan an application. Yeah.
I have a guy. I know a guy.
Tons of references. Tons of experience.
He'll be your lead sales guy.
Exactly.
He'll be knocking them out.
Right.
Well, I'm here to get my 10th hand punch on my handy card. So, looks like this one's on you, Ted.
Right.
AKA the old fashioned.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just take an old fashioned. You know, nothing
fancy.
Which I do hate.
Old fashioned.
talked
An old
about that
fashioned,
before.
yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. See, man,
It's better than nothing, I suppose, right?
Nah, you're too jaded. An old fashioned is it's nostalgia.
Jaded.
That's changes. It changes.
I like jaded.
Yeah. Should have been jaded. They missed out.
Jaded.
I love an old fashioned. It's rare. It's the most rare thing there is.
Because they suck.
I guess there's a time and a place, maybe.
There is a time and a place.
Yeah.
Like if you have no arms.
That's neither a time nor a place. That is it's a problem.
Like if you get into a catastrophic accident and your digits are lopped off, then I would agree with you. I'm gonna need one of them.
You don't have to go to. You don't have to say arms, hands. We can just end at the hands.
You couldn't double cross it.
You could nub it, I guess.
You know, Ely, there's a universe where you still have hands.
That's
and love
right.
hand jobs.
There is.
The electrons are going the opposite directions. You can give yourself a handy all day.
Instead of
I
up
just
and down,
blew
they're
your
going down
mind.
and up.
Yeah, you just blew
Yeah.
his mind, all right.
When was the last time you had a left to right handy? Electrons.
There's a multiverse where you're pterodactyling right now, too.
Hold on. That's this one.
That's right.
All I can think about when you were telling
What's a
about
twist?
when the electrons are going different directions, every time you look at them, like the guy looking and then looking away and then whipping back around.
Right, yeah.
God damn it.
But they've even proved just turning on a camera changes.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That is weird.
It's insane. Yeah.
They know.
They do know.
And they've known that for like fucking 80 years. That's what's really weird.
Well, that's like
yeah, but what do you do with that information? That's what we're starting to
that
figure
was like
out.
the Radio Lab or whatever about the plants that talk to each
Dude,
other.
Oh
that's
my
insane.
God.
That's ridiculous.
Everyone should just go check that episode
It's
out.
either a Radio Lab or
It's a Radio Lab.
or
It was
This
Radio
American
Lab.
Life.
It was
It's a radio lab, and they're talking about the network of the trees and
That's
how
what
they
I'm saying.
communicate. I
All you
was thinking
PETA
about it
bastards, you think you're doing right.
Yeah.
You're eating all these plants. They know what's up.
Exactly.
You are killing some crazy shit. Actually, my daughter's been like crying over pork lately. It's a long story, but like she'll be like, "I love this pork, but I hate that a pig died." And like, but she won't stop eating it, and I don't want to
Yeah.
let her know that that's an option.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't want to go down this road.
No,
of
you
like,
don't want to take that out of your life.
So I'm like, no, it's
What's her favorite pork? Bacon, of course.
no. We were eating a pork loin the other day that I'd made on the grill, and she's like, "It's really good."
Oh, well, you got
Dad,
that in
but
your
I-"
back pocket then. Bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, she's aware.
Okay, yeah.
She's aware, but she never cries over bacon.
Well,
You're
that's
right.
because you haven't brought it up yet.
She only.
Have I mentioned this is pork too?
But
It's like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Like there's one perfect animal that all this could be made from.
she was talking about it the other day, and I was like, in order to get those carrots, we had to kill that carrot.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm like trying to get all philosophical. I was like, and if you really get into it, I mean, plants are interconnected and they do communicate on some level. And she's like, it's going right over her head, and she's like, I don't care if you kill carrots. I care if you kill the pig.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
So
Like I'm
she's
trying to
she's
get
PETA
deep.
for life. Yeah.
I like your honesty, motherfucker.
And she was like,
Yeah.
no, but I don't care if you kill that. You can pick the tomato, you do that. It doesn't affect me. It's just killing that pig. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is a battle that, if she ever
Pigs
says,
eat people, hun.
Yeah.
They're savages.
and she gets the whole circle of life thing, like she gets it. And I'm like, you understand that if I if I don't, something will and eat
Kill
it.
that, yeah.
So like, because that's just how it goes.
Right.
And
it is funny how like aggressive nature is to each other, and then we're like, we shouldn't touch them.
Yeah, nature
it's
don't
like,
give a
do you
fuck.
understand that
nature don't give a fuck.
they hunt down the babies and kill them and eat them in front of the mothers?
Slowest.
Yeah,
just like you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then your counter argument's like, let's just eat plants. Like, no, they're alive too, dude. Like, if you're gonna play the it's alive card, they're just as alive as animals.
It was basically how like they would send each other, like if a tree was dying, it would send its
nutrients around.
The healthy ones would send the nutrients
through the root
to try
system.
to save
the root system to try to save the other tree.
Yeah.
So today I was looking at
That's better than animals.
It is.
Like a lot of animals wouldn't do that.
No.
Some might.
Someone.
You want to get deep down into it. There is some level of this might me go down my Joe Rogan trip, but there is some level of all of us being interconnected. Be it mammal, like whatever. We're all.
I'll listen to that.
Connected. It's just that plants have a direct line.
Yeah.
We're over Wi-Fi, and we got to figure out how to do that Wi-Fi. But the plants have a direct line.
I just don't like the whole like counter argument about the whole like kill. You can kill. It's like we do with like other parts of the world where they kill cats and dogs, and we're like,
I use that
how dare
argument.
you do that? It's like, what's the difference between a dog and a cow, or a dog and a pig, and a dog and a chicken?
I brought that up.
One's cute. I get it.
There's other places that kill other things, and I was like, can we choose not to? I was like, we've narrowed it to these. Then I was explaining game birds versus other birds and how they're kind of bred to have more meat on them, and like that's
versus big bird.
Yeah, we don't kill robins, but we kill, quail.
Unless we're hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, you're damn right I eat a robin. If I'm starving, shit. I'm just not going to pull that carrot out. It's adorable.
I do that shit in the cartoons where they go, the bones come out.
It's going to be an interesting battle I've got on my hands, and it's going to last a few more years before we see how this shakes out.
Killing eat it all.
Well, the good news
we're
is
the top.
She loves hanging out by the barbecue and stuff though. Like she gets all that. So we'll see.
My boys love chicken wings, and they love traditional chicken wings. Like they don't want the quote unquote boneless wings. Like,
no, that shit's for nerds.
Yeah.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
Boneless wings, the biggest wool over the eyes scam
no such thing
ever been pulled on us. You want a boneless wing? No, I'm a man. I don't eat nuggets.
Yeah.
Jackass, sell me your fucking nuggets and call them boneless wings. You
and
dick.
upcharge me on them.
Yeah.
No shit. This is a dry blow job?
Yeah.
That's a hand job.
And I have hands.
You are mislabeling this. Exactly. And I have bones.
Yeah.
This one's got a little weak flow, but
Right.
We'll get that fixed.
Oh my God. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. That episode took some twists and turns, but that's
how we like it.
Like they always
I was about
do.
to say that they always
That's
end
what
up
we
at
do.
the same place where me telling you to Cincinnati swap them.
What it do?
It's what
Paul
it
Wall,
do.
what it do?
I believe there's some. Yeah, I think that's grammatically
Definitely.
correct.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Paul Wall wouldn't lie to you.
No, the baller.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in another week. And if you haven't had a chance to go out and pull the old Cincinnati swap on somebody, we certainly would like it if you did. It's real easy. Just grab their phone, sign them up for the show. You're one of the early adopters. You're one of the chosen few. You understand how to use podcast apps. Honestly, it's like 75% of the people out there have no idea they even have a podcast app. Help those people come out of the cave.
I had lunch with a couple friends the other day, and one of them was like, "So I see you posting about this podcast on Facebook. What's it about?" And then he goes, "I've never listened to it." And the other two guys just started laughing. I was like, "Dude, I don't know what to tell you,
Right.
man." Like,
Log in to AOL.
thanks for kicking me in the nuts.
Yeah.
Just if you're gonna ask,
Cincinnati swap that guy.
Yeah.
At least then he's downloading.
I just spiked his phone on the floor.
Even better. Screw that guy. And head over to his app and review. Give us the old review. The 5-star kind are exactly what we want wherever it is you get your podcast. And please do send us any messages you have at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. Any topics you want to talk about. Or you can always hit us up at ITPH Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Or on Facebook. We had a guy reach out to us. James, thank you so much for reaching out.
We love it.
Apparently
Welcome aboard.
He's a fan of the show. And was a fan of Lee the Abacus,
Yeah.
the human calculator.
If you're his friend, you'll get him a calculator, for real.
It was awesome. So thanks for reaching out, man. That was hilarious.
A beautiful mind.
That's right.
Made my day.
Trust me, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Mind. That's his new nickname.
Yeah,
That should stick.
exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Numbers just going on behind his head.
We're just not on his plane.
Yeah, we're not.
We just can't keep up.
In another world, he is a mathematician.
That's right.
All right, guys, have a great week. We'll be talking to you soon. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?